What do I do for a living? There's a lot of things I do for a living. I eat, I sleep, I drink water, and but for actual, money making, that's what you mean. Okay. For that sort of part of my life, I work events as an event facilitator at City Beach. I do many events. I'm responsible basically to engage the people. Let's say, for example, Google is out there and or eBay, and they want to do a team building event. That's where myself or another one of my esteemed colleagues, there's only a few of us that are on microphone, but I'm one of them, and it's a lot of fun. I love doing it. I love acting goofy in front of people and engaging everybody, basically bringing everybody out of their shell, pretty much. Usually what I deal with is a lot of engineers that the manager just wants them to be more of a team. So they bring them out there, I bring them out there, and I engage them. At the very first start, they had their arms crossed, like, okay, what are we going to do out here? And then by the very end of it, they're fully engaged, and they're like high-fiving each other and slapping each other on the butt. And, it's a lot of fun, and it feels good to know that I brought that out of them. It's a good feeling. So I get on the microphone for about an hour, and I engage them with team building exercises, but I set it up as a competition. So, yeah. That's just one thing, though. I'm a Swiss Army knife of living, because you asked, what was the question again? What do you do for a living? That's right. On top of that, I work with a lot of magic sales, if you will. I have a DVD out entitled My Night with a Stripper, although to a lot of people's discontent, there is no stripper to accompany this DVD. Unless you order the special package, and in that case, then we can work out a deal. So I do that. I'm always working on something new, so I always have a few things coming down the pipeline, but you'll see that when it comes. Next question. I started magic right around the age of 19, so going on right around 4.5 years now. I've been doing magic, not too long. I know a lot of people who've been doing this for like 20, 30 years. It's crazy. It's cool to be in the presence of those people. I basically just try to surround myself with people who are better than me so that it'll constantly inspire me, so I'll never lose inspiration, and I'll always want to up the ante and always try to be better than who I was yesterday. So back to the question, 4.5 years. What got me into magic? Well, this is a very unoriginal story, but David Blaine got me into magic. I was about 19 years old, and that's when I discovered this DVD that all my friends were referring to me. They're like, Chris, you gotta check this out. It's called Fearless by David Blaine. They all talk like that. It's really weird. David Blaine. So I was at Rasputin's picking up some DVDs, some movies, some music, whatever. And I was just looking around, and I saw Fearless at the store, and I was like, okay, all my friends have been talking about it. Why not? I'll give it a shot. I bought it, since I've always liked David Blaine anyway, so I was like, yeah, whatever, why not? So I bought it, brought it home, put it into the DVD player, and I watched it. And I sat there at the very first effect. My jaw was dropped. I think I dropped the popcorn that I had in my lap. I was like, oh, I made a mess of buttery proportions, but I'm not about to clean it up because I'm watching David Blaine. That's what it was like, pretty much. So, yeah. That is what got me into magic. At that point, I was going through a lot of weird changes in my life, and basically, it was like my escape that I didn't know was my escape yet. So I tend to just surround myself with hobbies and things that I can work at, things that I can improve on, things that other people can say they are an expert at, pretty much. I love hobbies. I've been into those things since I was a little kid. So for me, magic, it was always right up my alley, but I've never really fully jumped into it. My brother taught me a few tricks growing up, and I would always do them for my friends, but they're just like little things. So I'm not going to say I've been doing magic since I was 2, like everybody else. So I'll be honest, I definitely started when I was 19 years old. So, boom. How would I define my style? Good question. Well, first of all, I'm not a magician. I just want to clarify that. I'm not a magician. I don't pull things out of other things. I don't make cheesy jokes. Although I've heard a lot of cheesy jokes and some of them are pretty funny. But I don't make those jokes. I don't know. What a weird question to ask me. How would I define my style? I think I would define my style like somebody just basically wants to come up to you and show you something odd. And not ask for anything in return. Only a high five and a smile and, alright, have a good day. Later. That's all I want. All I'm here to do is to show you something that you've probably never seen before and to take you a little bit out of your element. It's a passion of mine to show new things to people, things that they've never seen before. Now to other magicians, you show an ambitious card routine and they're like, oh, ambitious card routine, ACR, day one stuff. But you show it to a layman, i.e. a person that is not a magician. You show it to them and they freak out because they've never seen it before, so you're showing them something brand new. And I love doing that. It's a passion of mine. So I would define my style as somebody who is just an everyday stranger that kind of blends in with society, but every once in a while will come out and show you something really odd that you weren't ready for, that might make you question some things in your life, that might go past just a card trick. It might leak into how you view your life and your work ethics and how you treat other people, all from having a little session of just watching me toy with your mind, pretty much. That is how I define my style. Next.